breath of life stood still. Spend the night praying the Father's will. Judas came with a kiss. The spotless Lamb died a sinner's death. But the crowd was not loud enough. The cross was not strong enough. The grave was not deep enough to quiet his love. The crowd was not loud enough. The cross was not strong enough. The grave was not deep enough to quiet his love. He came and said, "Be still. I've seen your down, but no, I'm real. Can't you see my side? Look on these scars that bought your life." But the crowd was not loud enough. The cross was not strong enough. The grave was not deep enough to quiet his love. The crowd was not loud enough. The cross was not strong enough. The grave was not deep enough to quiet his love. We'll live our faith out loud. We'll hope beyond all doubt. We'll shine your light of love for your renown. And we'll live our faith out loud. We'll hope beyond all doubt. We'll shine your light of love for your renown. And the crowd was not loud enough. The cross was not strong enough. The grave was not deep enough to quiet his love. And the ground was not loud enough. The cross was not strong enough. The grave was not deep enough to quiet his love. Whoa, whoa,
Hey, this is Jay, and welcome to the Sakred Gaming Podcast, episode 15. I am joined by my good friends Taboo, Lexicon, Collapse, and Ocho. Man, it was good to be back with you guys. We were off for a couple weeks.
Yes, sir.
I am primed and ready to get back in the swing of things. I also got a special guest here. Got my son, Big E, just ran down the stairs as we were getting ready to start here, man. So we're going to do some intros, and if you guys want to introduce yourselves, I'm going to tell you what we're going to be talking about real quick, though. We're going to be talking about, of course, the new DLC from Destiny called Rise of Iron. Collapse is going to be talking about Call of Duty Points. Ocho has been playing Overwatch, and I think Collapse has as well, so they're going to be talking about that as well. And Taboo's got some news and some interesting things about Minecraft. Then we're going to be talking about some things that maybe get on our nerves or kind of tweak us off a little bit. We'll be mentioning the gorilla shooting and some other things. But we're glad you're in here. Let me just say this. Please keep the chat clean and respectful. We would really appreciate that. And don't forget, you can find us throughout the week at this channel and also sacredgaming.com. But Claps, you want to start us off with the intros and tell everybody what games you're playing right now?
Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? My name's Collapse. Happy to be here once again. Thank you for having me on. And nothing really. I mean, I just closed my YouTube channel, honestly. So going off of the posts that I put on sacredgaming.com, I've been enjoying that. I enjoy writing But the games I've been playing, a little bit of Black Ops 3, very little anymore, and mainly Overwatch. Overwatch on PC has been a big hit for me.
Cool. Cool. Ocho, you want to introduce yourself next?
Hey, it's Ocho. I was on vacation last week, so it's nice to be back here again and doing the podcast. And been playing mostly Overwatch. I was playing Fallout 4 a little bit earlier too. So I had some new mod. Well, they have mods on console now, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
They said there's actually a lot more people that were doing the mods on console than on PC, which is kind of surprising. But maybe there's more Xbox players, or I think it's Xbox only at the moment. But yeah, so it's Overwatch and Fallout's kind of the dominating things right now, and a little bit of Black Ops 3.
Cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
Cool. Taboo?
Yeah. Taboo Lexicon, twitter.com/taboo lexicon, youtube.com/taboo lexicon, something like that. Yeah, playing Minecraft a lot lately. Actually, before I got on here, I was playing Minecraft, and I was just fishing. That's all I was doing.
Just fishing.
Yeah, I was Scoot. He's in the chat. We're on the same server together, and he's got this pond in the back of his property, and it's got a dock on it. You just sit there with a fishing pole and catch fish and books and leather boots and all kinds of stuff. It's exciting.
Cool. Yeah.
But that's it. And writing for SakredGaming.com, of course.
Yeah, man. I hope you guys are checking out SakredGaming.com because it's got a lot of cool articles that are going up. We'd love to interact with you there. So just to answer somebody's question in the chat, I'm on the Xbox One. What are you guys on? I'll let everybody know.
Xbox
Claps.
One, PC, yeah.
PS4, PC.
And Xbox and PC.
All right. So I'm the only one not doing anything with the PC. I need to check. Big E. Oh, you can't hear anything. I'm sorry. Come here. Scoot in a little bit. Big E is in the house. You can probably do that yourself and scoot in. So, Ethan, what games are you playing?
Destiny and Call of Duty.
Are you playing Black Ops 3?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's what I meant by Call of Duty.
Okay, yeah. So I only let Ethan. He's been really bugging me to play multiplayer, but I don't think we're quite there yet. Maybe when you're 10 or so. But he's been playing against Papa Bill, and my daughter's playing. They just play against bots, or sometimes they do zombies. We've done zombies too.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool.
Nice.
But I'm playing Destiny as well, and Black Ops 3, a little bit of Minecraft. You were playing Minecraft with my dad. My dad's 60-some years old, and he was playing it. He got really into it this year. So it just goes to show you how many people can get into Minecraft, man.
It's pretty amazing.
We're going to be talking about that at the end.
Yeah.
All right, you want to say everybody's a couple people saying hi to you in the chat. Can you say hi?
Hi.
All right.
Hi.
All right. Well, Ethan, I don't know if you've seen this, but I've got a picture of this Rise of Iron. I'm going to bring this up real quick.
You in Destiny?
Yeah, check this out. All right. So there was this photo leaked about the new DLC that is coming out, and it's called Rise of Iron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, it's coming out. What do you think about that? Does that look pretty sweet?
Yeah, is it Iron Banner?
Well, that's Lord Saladin. I assume it's Lord Saladin. It looks like Iron Banner, but it's going to have a new raid and a whole bunch of other stuff in there.
Like
So,
big hammers?
yeah, is that a big hammer? Now, somebody thought that was like a big axe or something
Yeah,
like that.
axe too.
A massive combat axe.
Yeah, is that an axe or like a giant war hammer? I couldn't tell. Have you guys seen the picture or anything like that?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah,
It looks like a massive flaming axe.
yeah. I don't know.
That's cool.
But this DLC is coming out this year,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, though, I'm kind of excited about this DLC because it looks really good. We're going to also be going up against the Fallen, the Fallen with a twist, and I'm not sure what that twist is. If you guys know in the chat, if you've heard any more about that, let us know. But I'm excited to do a raid with the Fallen because we've done the first one was what was the first one?
Hive?
Vex. Yeah, Vex. We did the Vault of Glass.
Mhm.
Then we did
Yeah.
Hive,
Mhm.
Which is
and then the King's Fall. That was kind of, it had Cabal at the beginning, a little bit of Cabal. Then it went into
Taken.
Taken. Yeah, it had
Oh.
Hive in there.
Oh,
Am
okay.
I forgetting anything else? You guys?
No, I was all confused. I thought we'd done one with Fallen, then you started listing them off. Yeah,
Yeah.
that will be neat. Yeah, Fallen.
Yeah,
Minus the
so-
captains.
So I'm excited. I don't know. I don't really think I'd want to do a Cabal one with all those shields and everything. Sorry about that if I just did that. But I'm looking forward to doing one with the Fallen and everything like that. So should be pretty interesting. But I was saying I'm kind of disappointed because Destiny 2 was supposed to come out this year, at the end of this year, and this DLC now has pushed Destiny 2 back to next year. So we're gonna see that in 2017. Yeah, it's kind of looking forward to some upgrades to Destiny, but still looking forward to this DLC, and we'll see how it goes.
So
But have you guys?
I was gonna just ask, do you think these console rumors are linked in any way to Bungie skipping a year?
Pushing it back?
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of wondering because I'm wondering if they're trying to get to 60 frames per second and they couldn't get to it on current. I don't know if that makes any sense or anything.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I was thinking because it seems like there's games that have been better optimized, you know, like Skyrim and stuff, much bigger worlds than Destiny. But Destiny was like you'd always have these transition areas where you had to like have, you know, little small loading areas and stuff like that. So I was wondering if, you know, Bungie would obviously be one of the studios that had that would have that information early enough to like transition, you know what I mean? So they might have had that information from Microsoft and said, I don't know, maybe we wait till next year with the Neo and whatever Microsoft is calling their thing and do some DLC here and that'll let us polish up the new thing and come out with it in 2017 with the new console.
Yeah, and I tell you what, man, I'd kind of like to buy one of those new consoles if there was a Destiny edition. That would be tempting for me.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
I might end
The current
up
ones are like $2.99 right now.
Yep.
What's that, Ocho?
The current ones are $2.99 right now.
Oh wow, dang, yeah.
That's really
if you're
good.
looking for an Xbox Live membership for a year, it's $40 on Amazon right now too. You can get an online code.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, but I think I might be switching to. All right, I don't know. Might be switching to the PS
No.
for Destiny 2. Oh, that'd be traitor, huh? Yeah, I guess not because they have to get two of them to play together.
Maybe because my friend will.
Yeah, you got some buddies that are on the PS, so I guess maybe not. I don't know. Just seems like it'd be nice to have all the DLC and extra stuff for early, but
Did they say if there'd be like any crossover with like your current Destiny to like that next Destiny? Any rumors about that?
I haven't heard any rumors, but I know a lot of people are asking for it. But yeah, I haven't heard anything. I still don't know how they do. Like if they went to the PC too and PC multiplayer, just seems like that would be.
Well, it's not on PC though, right? Probably
Destiny,
won't be.
isn't it? Right.
Yeah.
Oh
At
yeah.
all.
I guess
I
never
wish,
mind.
I wish it
It's
would. be.
console only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun on PC.
Destiny
Yeah.
on the computer.
No, I guess not. Yeah, I was wrong.
Oh.
Thinking.
Who
But,
knows?
Did they say anything about the expansion? Whether it was going to be included with your purchase of what is it? The King's
Taken
what-
King.
I was under the impression that everything coming out is included with it.
following.
But I could totally be wrong. If you guys know in the chat if this is going to be included or not, please let us know there.
Because would that be their 2016 or their 2017 portion? Because I don't know. I guess I didn't read it as well, but I'm guessing it's going to be a 2017 edition,
The sequel, yeah.
right?
The sequel. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's 2017. This DLC is 2016.
Oh, the DLC. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's 2016. So I'm assuming that's why the DLC is going to be included.
Mm-hmm.
The Taken King.
And we've got E3 coming up when like next week or week after. So
June 13th.
yeah, we'll have a lot to talk about. We'll probably have a lot more information on Destiny too, I would imagine.
Yeah,
And
should be
Destiny.
weeks.
coming out.
New Call of Duty.
So what
Ghost Recon.
do you think?
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of games that are waiting.
Cool.
Plus to see if Microsoft or Sony does anything with their consoles there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's always a possibility.
Interesting rumors. If you go to sacredgaming.com, there was an article tattoo on there about a remake of the Xbox One, some other stuff.
Yeah.
So make sure you check that out.
DLCs.
All right. You got anything else Destiny related or anything like that? Any news you want to fill us in on? You going to be doing any raids or anything? Everybody's asking if you're going to be doing raids.
Probably, I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, you're off
If
for
I
the
can
summer.
get a group.
All right. So if you want to run with Big E, make sure you send us a message, and we're going to try and do it. We started a raid. We did it up. Where did we get to, Taboo?
The boss.
I got to the daughters with you guys.
Yeah.
And then I had to go.
Yeah. You had a pretty good excuse, a sick kid.
Oh yeah.
That pretty much killed it though, and we
Yeah.
didn't get past that. So we were on the
Yeah, I
dog.
pretty much led the whole team. I'd say.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Well, Big E, you want to say goodbye?
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. Thanks for being on the show. Maybe we can be more so next time. But all right, what are we doing next? I lost my agenda. Who are we going to next?
I got Collapse talking about COD points.
Yeah. All right, Collapse, take it away, man.
Alrighty, so it's a little bit sore for some people to talk about it, but
I'm already seeing Black Market Blackout in the chat.
yeah, there we go. Right. So I guess this week we kind of found out through the course of videos, people, Team Art and Chaos, on and on and on, that Activision had given larger YouTubers COD points. Understandable. I think for them, yeah, it's a good business plan. I really don't see a problem with it. Sort of like I seen somebody the other day, Crucial gave him two sticks, 32 gigabytes of RAM to put in his computer and then talk about it in a video. So kind of something to judge that against. But it kind of speaks more to Activision as the one sort of pushing these things. So I just kind of wanted to talk about that as far as Activision being the one pushing it. And we kind of, I think all too often we lay it at the developers' feet. We don't kind of dig underneath it all. And now we kind of see where it's kind of coming from.
Yeah, I think Activision is the one pushing a lot of these things. To be honest with you,
I mean, I don't blame those people. They've got the following, so of course, from a business perspective, you're not going to come to, what my channel was with, 100 and something subscribers and give them to me, because that doesn't make any sense. You're not going to get a return. And for those people, I know T. Martin said, "Hey, I gave them away on Twitter," so he did a giveaway with them. Like, I don't blame those people at all, but Activision kind of pushing these ideas. Is it showing that we've got a decline in the amount of purchases that are being made, or what's it actually reflecting?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like just throwing gas on the fire. I think they want to keep the momentum, the sales momentum, and we know that Black Ops 3 outdid every other COD so far. And they're just like, we've got this revenue model that we've been doing a $60 game and then map packs, but then now we can do these kind of microtransaction type things and encourage that, and we'll just keep pouring gas on the fire until the next game comes out. I think that's a valid strategy, and what I think it does is I think it might highlight YouTubers who maybe aren't as honest, and open in terms of what they do with those things, and then the ones that can still give fair criticism even though they're given COD points, maybe they're a little more valuable in the community after something like this. But I don't pay attention enough to the big YouTubers to know who's out there, being like keeping it real.
Yeah, I mean? Not anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Do you guys know?
I don't.
I have
only
no
watch you
idea.
guys.
Anymore, I think the only video that I might click on regularly is Thunder when he uploads. That's about it.
Yeah. I watch a T. Martin video every now and then because I've been working on my T. Martin impression.
Oh, let's hear it.
Intro. No, it's not ready for the public yet. Come on.
Oh, come on, man. I'll do my Stampy.
But he oh, you'll I'd like to hear that.
All right, next show.
But I don't know. I know that Drifter seems to be kind of like one of the stand-up guys in the community that gets flown out to places like these developer studios and stuff like that. But I'm not sure of anybody else. I know Thunder. They don't really do anything with him.
No.
I don't know if he's too negative or maybe not quite big enough. But he's got over 500,000 subs, I believe, right?
I was thinking
he's big.
Yeah, pushing the million.
Yeah.
I think.
Is he pushing 1 million? Yeah.
Is he?
So,
Can look. Give a second.
Ocho, any thoughts on that? Do you think?
I think it's just promotional. I mean, like you said, basketball players get sponsorships with free shoes, and like they're wearing, or they're actually getting paid to wear these shoes, and it's like, I think it's just another like sponsorship thing or promotional thing for the company. And I think the people that are getting them should, if they're giving a review about a game or basically any product where they're getting something for free, I think that's something they should disclose. Like, if they didn't pay for it.
Yes.
That it's not that they're not giving their honest review, because like you could probably give me the worst product in the world and I could find something nice to say about it, and maybe that's the only thing I say about it. But If there's like something I just totally did not like the product, then even if it was free, then I'd definitely say something about it then,
Yeah.
or
that's
not
a
say anything at all. Like thanks for the product, and then
Yeah,
just
it's
not
like
do a video about it or something.
it's like if you're a basketball player and Nike gives you a pair of shoes, like, but you don't like them so much, but you're okay with wearing them in public. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna
Yeah.
have your picture taken wearing them or whatever because they're paying you or whatever. It's like, I guess it's up to us, like buyer beware, right? To know who we can trust in terms of giving a fair and balanced opinion on the game, if that's what we're basing our purchase decisions on. Because if LeBron's wearing some Nikes, like that doesn't mean Nikes are going to be good shoes for you. You know what I mean? So if a
Right.
YouTuber tells you should buy this game, maybe that shouldn't be your sole like decision making, variable.
Do you ever go through that process of reviews where you click on a page and you click on the review tab and you're going through there and you're like the first five sound way too good, so you're like 5 pages in.
Yeah.
Like, let me see what the fifth page has to say. Yeah.
Yep.
I do it all the time with stuff. Like, I don't believe this.
Yeah. Well, I think it's absolutely key, though, that these YouTubers do disclose, like you were talking about Ocho. We need to know this because of that whole debacle with the Xbox One when that first came out. These YouTubers were getting massive amounts of, I think I say massive amounts of money, and they weren't telling us that they were getting paid, and they were doing these reviews. Now I know they said that they, it still was unbiased, but I can't believe that. If you're getting tens of thousands of dollars, it's going to jade your opinion.
Well, there's no way that, I mean, I guess there is a way if you have that much moral fortitude, but I mean, let's be honest, you're going to give you a bunch of free stuff behind it and just say, hey, we'll just say a few good things about it and just talk about it. But with the transparency, like that didn't happen until we're now, what, 7 months in, I think, into the game. I mean, yeah, it's only been three, four since COD Points. So, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I just would have liked to have seen it a lot sooner. I don't necessarily blame them so much in the fact that, now I'd have a little more problem if they were waiting the supply drops they were getting. Like, hey, here's some
yeah.
COD Points. This is guaranteed to
Yeah.
give you like the best stuff. Make sure you show it off. Make sure you act surprised. Yada yada, on and on. I'd have a bigger problem with that.
But what if T Martin was just given an MP40 code? Would that bother you?
That wouldn't bother me as much because it's still the same idea.
I think it's just honesty. Like if
Yeah.
you're pretending
Yeah.
like you got it, and it's like, oh wow, I got this supply drop, and it's like you knew you put in a code to get this supply drop. It's not a surprise.
Yeah.
I think the responsibility really does fall on us, the purchaser, the customer, to like understand that sponsorships are a thing in video games just like they are in every other aspect of life, and to do your best not to be swayed unreasonably by them.
Keep that in mind. Great advice.
so.
That's too adult, man.
That and
Too
when we have a problem with something that we make sure that the I don't know, our mistaste or distrust of something heads to the right direction.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we might have been fooled a little bit, but not so much at the developer's doorstep, more the producer on the other end, because they were the one there kind of pushing everything. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Be nice to let these developers off of the hook and let them see what they can actually do with things.
Be interesting. So you guys get anything good from supply drops recently?
FAMAS.
Yeah, me too. You like that thing?
No.
No?
I liked it at first. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
I want the MX Grand. I've been wanting that thing.
Oh, that thing's great. I love that. Was
Yeah.
the first thing I got.
I just got that one from the bribe. For
Oh, yeah?
75 game win.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
bribe was
Nice.
Yeah, my bribe. I got the sword and the FFAR from us.
I got a book when I was fishing in Minecraft. An
Dude,
enchanted book.
I got an enchanted bow
Yeah.
when I was fishing. It was awesome.
Have they added any more challenges? The contracts?
Oh,
To
I thought you were talking
Minecraft?
about Minecraft. I was like, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I haven't been on in a couple of days, but when I
I
checked
haven't
a
either.
couple of days ago, there were no new contracts. I was surprised that they haven't.
It's been, what, a month or so, I think?
Yeah. Yeah.
About a month.
Getting stale. Gosh.
I haven't turned my PlayStation on in like 2 weeks.
You should just like give that to me.
Scoot tried to sell me his Xbox today, and I was like,
Really?
I was trying to sell him mine back.
All right, well, let's get into a topic that a lot of people are talking about, man. 7 million people, 7 million in sales, I think, for this game, Overwatch. There's a 7 million people, or 7 million games, or $7 million. I can't remember. But Ocho, I know
7 million
you're
French
playing it.
fries?
Yeah. You guys want to kind of talk about that, give you a review of this game?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I played the beta on Xbox and PC. I ended up liking the PC version better, so that's the one I got. And actually, it was even cheaper because the PC version was like $40 versus the Xbox version, which was like the regular 60. And I think they had a higher end, like you get more skins or something for like a $70 version or something like that. But the game plays the same, so I just went with the regular version. Um, and then I think the characters kind of tie in with like some of the other Blizzard games, like Heroes of the Storm and it's the card game Hearthstone, something like that. It's kind of a first-person shooter. It's kind of a team-based objective mode game. You have 4 different classes: there's offense, defense, tank, and support. And actually, when you're setting up your team, like you have your lobby where you're getting in players, it'll make suggestions about how many people you should have in each group. And so, like the last time I was playing, it was kind of hard because you had 2 guys that were on offense and then 2 people that were on defense, and then no tank and no support. So it was like hard to like you weren't able, like usually there's a support person that's healing everybody and making sure like when they're attacking an objective that they're being revived and being healed and stuff. But like these people were just kind of like Call of Dutying it,
No.
just kind of rushing toward the objective and not really paying attention to some of the other roles that they could have been playing. But at least it tells you like what people are playing and makes suggestions on how to change to make your strategy better. So there's like 21 characters you can play, and so it's pretty. I've only played like maybe half of those.
Wow.
Because they have like each has their own different skill group that or skill rating. So there's like I think 3 stars for how they rate the difficulty of the player to control, because they all have different weapon types, and some are melee only, and then they have like a ultra where after a certain amount of time you build up and you can execute this like major kind of like Destiny, I guess.
Like a super?
Yeah, like a super and or like the specialist in Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. There's actually 4 game modes. That kind of like one's kind of like what's the robot game in Black Ops 3?
Safeguard?
Safeguard. Yeah. So you escort this car or vehicle through the map, and you try to keep the enemies from stopping the cargo. I think it is called escort. So you escort the cargo through the map, and you have a certain amount of time to get to each of the checkpoints, or you fail. So if you get all the way through, then you win. And, that's kind of my favorite one, I guess.
Cool.
But they also have one that's kind of like Hardpoint, except the Hardpoint doesn't move. It's just one particular spot, and the one team is defending until they get a chance to like set up traps and sniper points and stuff to keep the other team off of it. And you just have to kind of flood in and try to take over that point. And I think there's maybe 2 rounds or 2 best of 2, but the 3 rounds, so you have to win 2 of them. Sounds pretty cool too.
Which character so far is your favorite?
There's Soldier 76 is more like a COD player, so he has like you can sprint. There's unlimited sprint. He has like a regular, it's like a laser gun, and he has this secondary shot where he can send like it's kind of like a laser grenade sort of. And then he has a healing power too, so he can like put it down a healing spot and then stand in that, and all the other teammates can stand in as well and regain health. So that's probably my favorite one to play. There's also one that's kind of reminds me of Titanfall a little bit, because like she starts in this mech, but she can get out of the mech. I think it's Diva. The character's so weird, but like when you're playing, it's like this big pink mech. There's like the backstory is that she's like a professional video game player that's recruited to be part of the military because they have these mechs or something they need people to control, and so they get the best video players to do that. And so she was one of them, and so her super or ultra ends up being that you can send the mech in and eject, and it becomes like a nuclear explosion.
Oh, cool.
It
That's
doesn't
awesome.
really work as well as it seems like it should. It's like most of the time, like probably 50% of the time, I end up killing myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Do you remember that game? I want to go off on a tangent, but there was a movie, Starfighter, that this kid was playing this arcade game, and the aliens were using the arcade game to find pilots. Like the last Starfighter. You haven't watched that, right? When you were talking about that, that's what it reminded me of. 'Cause they came and got this guy. This is probably way before all your guys' time. I just showed my age. Anyways, so you're playing it on what, Ocho?
Yeah. So I'm playing it on PC
I'm
with
just
the controller.
picturing, like in the video store, like you used to go to the video store and rent movies, and you like got Last of the Mohicans, The Last Samurai, and The Last Starfighter. And you're like, yeah, let me grab that one and check it out.
Have you guys not seen that?
Never heard of it.
Oh
I've
man,
seen
you
it.
guys.
It's been a while though.
What's that?
All right, Ocho, man, you got my back. All right. 1854 black and white movie.
Yeah.
Sure. Somebody kick Vasquez out of here. All right, Collapse, you're playing it too, right? What are your thoughts?
Yep, playing it on PC. I really enjoyed it when I first saw the game. With the styling of the game, I didn't think I was going to like it. It looked more Team Fortress 2 style. I didn't, you play a lot of the visuals kind of play off on you a little bit, and you don't think that was going to be something I'd enjoy, but I've really enjoyed it. Trying to learn the new characters, of course. I think one of the coolest features is that your game is not progression based. So as you advance in skill, you can get better with the character. But all 21 characters are unlocked to you as soon as you purchase the game.
Wow.
So if you have practiced before, you played in the beta, and you figured out that you're really good with one of the more difficult characters and your skill is up to that, then you can play it. But, other than that, it's just one of those games that it's just fun for the time being. But if your team decides they don't want to listen to those suggestions on the side, you're in for a bad time sometimes. It's kind of rough.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If,
I
like,
can get.
people are playing team tactics and everything like that. Do you see that half the time? Not half the time?
I'd say more often than not, you're going to see people trying to work together. They want to win.
Yeah.
At least it seems like it. Now you're going to run in those games where you're just getting destroyed by the other team. You're just getting pushed. Like they're pushing the objective on the escort way faster than you can ever defend it because you guys are just running the edges of the map and wanting to get kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can set up choke points really easily. It's like you have the spawn point where they can't go into your spawn, but they can basically sit out of the spawn, and like if they're really coordinated as a team, they can just kind of trap you in there, and you can never get out. So that's happened to me a few times.
Yikes. Are you seeing a lot of parties, or can you tell if a group is in a party?
I haven't been able to tell.
Okay. It's 4-on-4 or
It's 6v6.
6v6. Okay.
And I think there actually is a competitive, like kind of like an MLG style as well. Haven't seen any of those.
I've got
Envy won one of the tournaments recently.
I got a buddy of mine who's playing in a $600 GB tournament and won tonight.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like free entries right now.
Cool.
So he was practicing earlier.
So
There's
there's no
6v6.
Yes.
wow.
Yeah.
So there's no unlocks in this game. Like no
You don't
weapon.
have loot boxes
Yeah.
where it's like they have voice character or voice boxes and like paint. You can actually put spray paint on the wall that has like your character logo or something.
Oh, no.
And different skins for the characters that come in the loot boxes.
I know exactly what Taboo would be putting on that wall.
What?
I'm not saying it on the show because I don't want to get us in trouble.
I know what you put on there.
Whatever. Shut up.
Yeah, you'd spray paint build the wall on there, and it's already like a wall.
Oh no, you didn't go there. You did not go there. So does this game have staying power? Is it going to be around a while, or is it going to fizzle out in a month?
Oof. I think it's fun for the time being.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to add some type of variety, I think, in order to keep it going. Maybe new characters, I don't know, but
Is there a campaign? Did I miss that? Did you
There's
no,
no campaign.
multiplayer only
full
Sound
price
familiar?
like $60?
for
6
console.
maps.
6 maps?
Yeah.
6? Like 6?
6.
Wow. 6 maps, no unlocks. No way this game is staying around. Well, besides, what you call it.
It's one of those, but it's one of those things that's I don't know, like this the skills are hard to learn.
Okay.
Like
So you gotta
you've got
master.
some lower end characters like me where I'm currently at. I may be rotating between like maybe 4 characters that I play, and I haven't tried out most of the other characters.
Oh wait, hold on. I think it's 12 maps. So I was
Okay,
thinking half
12 maps. That's a lot
scroll
better.
down.
6, I was like, wow, that's rough. But
Somebody in chat, Llama Squad, said, "Would somebody who does not enjoy Team Fortress 2 enjoy Overwatch? How much is it different? You guys know that?"
I haven't played Team Fortress.
I didn't
I've heard
play
that
it. I've
they're
only
similar.
seen it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Llama.
Yep. Good point from Mike there. Being a Blizzard
that
game.
was your game.
Yep. Because they've kept. I mean, World of Warcraft has stayed on for how long? What are the other ones? They're all on BattleNet, but there's just a list of them.
So I'm going on record, though.
Things like that.
It's going to fizzle.
How long are you giving it then?
I give it
Setting
2
a time
months.
frame.
2 months.
2 months?
I was tempted with, I'm going to go 1 month.
2 months is
One
better
month?
than Titanfall. Titanfall was maybe 6 weeks max, and then it
Titanfall, you could unlock different guns.
yeah, and it still didn't
Yeah.
last, but 6
Yeah.
6 weeks.
So Titanfall, speaking of Titanfall, I heard 3 weeks of the Battlefield 1 is when it's coming out, but they haven't said if it's 3 weeks before or 3 weeks after.
Not after, because that's
They better
that's
hope it's
Infinite
before.
Warfare. Yeah.
I know. What are they doing? I mean, seriously, what are you doing? If I have to choose between Infinite Warfare and Titanfall 2, I'm going to go Infinite Warfare. I just don't have the time to play more than one game and focus on that.
What if there's a beta for both and Infinite Warfare flops for you? Would you switch to Titanfall, or are you still going to go Infinite Warfare?
I would. Yeah, if I liked it one better than the other one.
I'm on record, like it matters, saying that if Infinite Warfare doesn't have a beta, I'm not going to buy it.
Mhm.
Not on day one, anyways. It'll be like 2 weeks listening to like you guys tell me if it's good or not before I buy it. But I won't buy it on day one if there's no.
What about Modern Warfare Remastered? Interested to play it at all or no?
Not for $80. Heck,
Not for 80.
no, I go like buy it for $10 now and play it.
Mm-hmm. But
know,
you can't you can't play it with the updated graphics. That's the big deal, right?
So,
I don't know how the connections. Yeah, the connections is going to be huge for that game. Is it going to be good?
they're going to be bad like all the rest of them have been.
Oh, you'll get that whole statement that they tell you it's going to be dedicated servers and going to be that stuff. Well, if you live close enough to one, get lucky like Great Disciple,
Yeah.
then you're good to go. And you're like me in the middle of Missouri, and I don't have anything close enough, and
There's
it just
like
doesn't.
2.5 dedicated servers on the Xbox side of things.
Where's the half?
I don't know. I'm still trying to find.
They're all on PlayStation.
Yeah.
They're all on PlayStation. Yeah, that's the half one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us in the chat, we've talked about the Destiny DLC, Rise of Iron. We've also ranted a little bit about Call of Duty points. We just finished up talking about Overwatch. And Tabby, you want to take us into Minecraft? Minecraft, that game that only kids play.
I can do that. So I learned today through you guys that Minecraft has sold 100 million copies since it's come out. And I don't remember when it first came out. It's been like probably like 4 or 5 years maybe when it was in alpha. Maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. Time goes by kind of fast when you have kids.
Yeah.
But I bought it. This is what was really interesting to me. 100 million in sales. Judgment said it's. What did you say? It sells like $55,000 per day. Is kind of what it
53.
averages. 53.
Yeah.
And so it's
50,000.
still going, and that's just crazy to me. Like we look at all these other games that we play, especially on console, and 1 year later, and they're obsolete, and we're looking for the next game to play. And I guess if you played the crap out of Minecraft, you might get bored with it. But it's just amazing to me that the game came out so long ago. When it was in beta is when I bought it. I spent $10 on it, and I've had it forever. And all the updates are free. and the game has just gotten like huge since it came out in terms of updates and what you can do, all that kind of stuff. And they haven't asked for another dime or anything. I think now the full price is like $25, maybe 30. I think Scoot said he paid like 26 or 27, and yeah, I don't know. It's just I think it's amazing that it's so successful and for so cheap,
Yeah.
and with free updates and everything.
Yeah.
It's just
So-
incredible.
Still worth it at the $25 price point.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's no like campaign story or anything. It's 100% sandbox. There are some objectives, like there's an ender dragon you can track down and kill and stuff like that. But it's all about getting resources, building stuff that you want to build, just doing whatever you want to do. And I think for $25, it's a no-brainer, easy.
And it's something that's just kind of it's engaging, but it's not stressful. I don't know if you want to put it that way, but
Yeah, yeah.
you can just kind of sit there and just kind of relax a little. Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's one of the biggest draws for me. Like, I could play and get worked up playing a shooter, which I do like to do. But if you're just looking for a way to just kind of like just chill, like wind down, it's awesome. Like, it sounds so stupid until you do it. I remember watching people play it back in the day, like CNNers, and like watching play, and I'm like, this looks stupid, but I couldn't stop watching. And then when I tried
Yeah.
the game, I'm like, I'm doing the strip mining, and I'm down in a cave with a pick in my hand, and I'm just going block after block, and I'm like, all right, one more stretch, and then I'm going to call it a night or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just keep going. Or you pick up the fishing pole, you go out to a pond, and you just sit there and fish like for an hour. And like it's these little hits of addiction, because when you're mining, you'll run into some diamond, and you're like, all right, let me mine this diamond. And you're like, I'm going to get one more batch of diamond, then I'm going to call it a night. Or
Yeah.
when you're fishing, you'll pull in fish after fish after fish, and then you'll pull in like an enchanted book or a bow or something like that. And you're like, oh man, and it's that hit. Like you get
Yeah.
in Call of Duty, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna catch one more book, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
And it's like 2 a.m. in the morning
Yeah.
when you look up and you're like,
Exactly.
what the heck did I just
I've
do?
thought many times about trying it, but I haven't. I might have to.
Yeah. It's addicting. I mean, you wouldn't think, like, you look at it and it's like the graphics are crap. You know, you'd think there's no way I'm going to be playing this game. And yeah, before long, you've spent like 50 hours on your house.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It's
I've
just-
watched so many streams of people doing it,
Yeah,
and I've enjoyed watching people stream. I've just never played it.
yeah.
Let us know in the chat if you're playing Minecraft or ever played it or what you think about it. Real quick, too, I want to stay on Minecraft, but I want to go off for 1 second if you guys would permit me. Have you guys experienced any lag in Overwatch? Are you hearing anything? You seeing anything? Or somebody asked about it in the chat. Ryan was asking about lag.
I think they were talking about the stream lag, though. It looked like
Oh.
YouTube was like having trouble loading.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally misinformed, because we were talking
No.
earlier about
Yeah. Now, what people have, what I was heard through a video, won't say turtles. Oh gosh. You guys have seen that video, right?
Yeah, that's why I did it. I like turtles.
That's the only thing I think of. But the video was talking about how people were experiencing input lag on consoles for Overwatch. So if you have experienced that, be interested to
Gotcha.
hear. Because I haven't heard anybody have any problems with it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen any like. That's one thing I like about it versus Call of Duty, because it doesn't seem like you die due to like you thought you killed them, but they killed you 1st. Like you don't have much of that at all. It's
You just know that you put yourself in a bad situation, and you're just all right. Okay,
Yeah, the time to kill from the videos I've watched looks like it's kind of long, right?
it is.
it is.
But one of the videos I saw, a guy was just throwing like ninja stars. It looked like it took like 4 of them to
Gingy.
kill him.
yeah. I was watching what's his face? Dagan playing with it.
Oh yeah, that's the one it was.
Yeah.
He was struggling.
He was struggling and not having any concerns because he's a really good player. But maybe that's one of the harder ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's a question about Minecraft. Do you have to buy a server?
You don't have to. You can play solo on your own PC. I think you can also direct connect to maybe like another person, but you can rent a server, and like you can. I saw one server rental company that was like $250 a month for like 6 slots or something like that. So if it's just you and a couple friends, it's super cheap. And even like the more premium options, like the big Minecraft YouTubers promote, it was like $10 a month for 24 spots or something like that. So
Tabby, are you trying to talk Sacred Gaming into getting a server? You see that in the future?
Maybe. I've been Scoot and I, we've been playing on Solid Rock Gamers server and having a lot of fun, and I can see it. Like, yeah, maybe if there
Yeah.
were Sacred Gaming people interested in like building and stuff on there, definitely.
Nice.
So is it, if you don't have a server, playing alone by yourself, worth it or not? I'm just curious.
I don't think I would
more
do it because when I game, it's social anyway. So I don't think it would be for me. But there are people like a lot of Let's players, man. They're just going through it solo and they build all these like machines and all kinds of stuff. And it seems like they really enjoy it. But it's not something that I would enjoy.
Yeah, I played a lot before I knew anybody. I'm just playing it on console, and I have it on Windows 10. So you're kind of limited how you can play with people. You can play, if you're online. Where with the server, you don't have to be, somebody who created the world doesn't have to be online to play.
Yeah.
Like the consoles. But I had a lot of fun playing solo, and then a lot more fun though playing with people. So I think it's going to last longer if you're playing with other people, especially if you can do games. Start doing like Hunger Games or stuff like that, and everything. Have you tried that Hunger Games or anything, Taboo?
No, I haven't. I've been trying. I went adventuring with Scoot the other day. Actually, last night had this like awesome Mac Daddy bow with all these like 5 different enchantments, and he got me killed. So we spent like 2 hours today like trying to find where we died, and we did. It was a happy ending on that story, but
It'll stay that long.
well,
That bow?
the game like loads in chunks. I think they're like 16 by 16 block chunks or 64 by 64. I can't remember. And if that chunk isn't loaded by another player because of proximity, then it stays there, and you got like 5 minutes before items despawn in a loaded chunk. If that makes sense. So we found the place where we were. Looked down there, and the stuff was like floating where we dropped it, and we were able to get to it within 5 minutes. So
Cool.
a lot of excitement.
Cool. So yeah, I was thinking there was a free beta going on or something like that with Minecraft, but I think I'm mistaken. But if there is anything free, try it out. I guarantee you're gonna like it. It's just fun. The creative aspect of it is cool. It's kind of addicting because you're trying to figure out how to get to the next thing to build and create, and try to figure out how to create stuff. And then once you add in the social factor, that's where it really starts getting fun. I used to watch Clee Clark playing. He used to play Hunger Games and everything. He's in the chat right now. But yeah, a lot of fun playing. I think he even did a video on my channel with, or maybe was going to, with Minecraft.
He needs to do more Skyrim videos. Those are funny. I love those.
I think he killed one of his
Yeah, he did.
or something like that.
That was awesome.
That was pretty funny. If you got any gaming questions, shoot them in the chat for us, and we'll do our best to answer. So make sure you put those in there.
Word.
Word. Any other gaming stuff you guys want to talk about or anything like that?
I saw a game today. Polygon had an article. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's like this real hardcore first-person shooter. And like what attracted me to the article was on Twitter. They posted a link that said, "This game is so hardcore. This shooter is so hardcore. When you want to know how much ammo you have to actually eject the magazine from the weapon and inspect it visually."
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's going to appeal to like a certain like, masochistic first person shooter fan, but it seems super interesting. And it's like one of the other details that the article said was when you're loading into a zone, you're not going to know, you can't tell who's in a party. You can't see the other players, anything like that. You just, you go in, there's no radar. If you want to check a building, you really have to like check corners like you almost like you would in real life.
Yeah.
It's like super hardcore. So
Does that appeal to you guys?
Oh, man. Maybe for short periods of time
yeah,
until the frustration level gets too high.
Heck yeah. Huh.
I don't know where I died from. I thought I had a bullet.
Yeah.
exactly. You walk into a room and forget that you just miss a corner or something like that, and
Or even just the I don't know, the speed of play maybe. Speed of play might bother somebody because they're going to have to be a little slower as they're moving around the map, checking those corners, not just running across the open street. Like, hey, I want to go from that corner to that corner, but I need to go across the street and use that cover to go across.
Yeah.
It's when they were talking about it in the article, they kept referencing DayZ, kind of survival thing. So that's definitely got a slower pace. So I could see that still being appealing to some people for sure.
Yeah.
Do you know what the name of it was?
It started with an R, and Polygon ran the article today, but no, I can't look it up right now.
I can look it up. I'll get you.
Ranger said something about Minecraft that I remember too, is that people can set up maps and almost like kind of a challenge map where you have to it's almost like playing a campaign. You go through it and try to get something accomplished, and so that's a whole nother thing with the whole sandbox thing. You can set up these areas for people to explore and do and everything like that. So some cool things with that.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Escape from Tarkov.
Yep, that's it. Like I said, it
I-
started with an R.
I had seen something about that game. It looked kind of interesting. It reminded me of Insurgency, I think. I've seen Level Cat playing it a little more. Looked
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah, that game looks intense too. I saw him play that on Node, and man, that game looked pretty rough.
Because, yeah, it was like, I mean, you're firing, it looked like you had realistic recoil, and then it was just, well, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Pretty
Filthy
interesting.
Sinbag. You see his question? Black Ops 3. Where the heck did it just go? He was asking what takes more skill, hardcore or core? What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite discussions on Reddit to read. It pops up like the other day.
Any thoughts you want to share? When I get into that whole rabbit hole?
I thought it used to be core took more. I switched to core probably Black Ops 2-ish. I think is about the time I started switching the game modes that I would play more often. Now when I go back, hardcore is more difficult. I think it depends upon what you're used to and the style of gameplay. So I know in core I can run out in the middle of the map. I can take a couple bullets, and as long as I've got quicker reflexes than the other dude, I'm going to turn on him and I'm going to shut him down. Hardcore, on the other hand, if I don't see the other person first and they've got, a decent aim, I'm probably going to die.
I tell you which one makes me rage more. Is
Core?
No, hardcore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have thought the other way around. I thought you would have been frustrated with putting too many bullets into somebody.
That is frustrating, or just when your connection's not there. But it's even worse in hardcore because you can shoot first, and they just have to get that one bullet into you. And if their connection's a little bit better, you're dead. There is no getting around that.
That's one of the issues I ran into with Black Ops 3. I actually was experiencing connection issues with core, so I decided to go back to hardcore, and it was worse in hardcore. I was dying quicker.
Yeah.
That's when I asked Grey Disciple about it, and he was talking about how he lived close to a dedicated server, and I was like,
What's his ping?
well,
Is he?
okay.
It's probably negative.
Yeah.
He's giving internet back to him.
It's like when you have solar panels on your house, and like you sell energy back to the energy company. It's like him with connection. He's like giving the server connection.
I tell you what, connection is everything in Call of Duty. Whoa, I just lost everybody's picture. But connection is everything. And you can tell that. I've seen people upgrade their internet connection. They can do Scoot, man. If he's still in here, when Scoot upgraded his internet, man, his game went up.
Yeah, just barely. I mean, he's still terrible. Make sure you guys hit your in Skype, hit your little video icon so you can show your. There you go.
All right,
faces again.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like super dark now too. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It always seems to do this every
Please be
time
quiet.
about that hour mark in.
Yeah.
And it says you need Skype Premium to make a group video call. Like, no, I'm not purchasing.
Wait, does it say that?
It says that right above my my control icons at the bottom of the screen.
I saw that once before. I didn't see it on this one though.
That's rude.
I can see it now.
Any questions that we're missing in the chat too?
NetDuma. What do you guys think about NetDuma?
NetDuma.
There's an article on Sacred Gaming for that one.
Yeah.
Actually, there is.
There is an article.
Let's not even touch that. Go to Sacred.
We can link Sacred Gaming for you.
We can give them a little intro paragraph and then tell them if they want to know more to go to Sacred Gaming. I'll give you the bullet points. For myself, it allows you to control what like servers you connect to or what hosts you connect to. So if you don't want to connect to somebody outside of your state, you don't you can like set it to do that. Or if you get on a bad host in your state and you want to blacklist it, you can do that, which is like insanely convenient.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth $200 if you're not in the market for a new router, but if you are, definitely.
I tell you what, too. I was playing with somebody that had a really good connection, and they kept getting host, or it was going through them, and so I used my NetDuma, and their game went to crap, and my game got a lot better when I kind of excluded them from doing it. So you can be, you can be a little mean with
That's
that.
funny. One thing that was kind of nice too is like, you know, I'm on the East Coast. Judgment, you're on the East Coast. Ocho, you're what, Midwest? You're Texas, and then
Texas.
we play with some people in California. So like, one thing that's super convenient is you can set your location. Even if I'm in Georgia, I can set my location to like Nebraska or somewhere like right in the middle of the country, and it'll only pick for like servers in that range. So we all have kind of like a connection right in the midpoint, which is kind of convenient, kind of fair for everybody.
Yeah, there's a nice dedicated server right above Texas. I don't know if it's Oklahoma or something like that. That's usually where I see myself connecting to. But,
Word.
all right. Anything else in the chat?
Lots
Somebody
of
was asking.
questions.
Yeah.
Madden. Do you think there'll be a new Madden this year? I think so.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
People keep
I'd like-
buying it,
Seems to be a
Idiots.
yearly thing. Yeah.
and they're looking at us. They're like, "Are they going to make a new COD?" And I'm like, "Yeah." People keep buying it, idiots.
Yeah. This last year's Madden felt like the worst one I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah, your guy, like, you'd be running and you hit over on the thumbstick and it's like, okay, now. Like,
Oh, wow.
no. You just
Man.
got tackled.
I bought my first Madden. I bought it for Ethan, and he played it for like 2 days and then quit playing it. I was like,
It's very frustrating.
man,
I probably have more anger towards that game than Call of Duty ever.
wow, that's saying a
I
lot.
struggle with that thing.
Dang.
I think I bought the first Madden and then like all of them up to maybe 2010, 11. So I kind of switched over to COD, and it's like like Madden seemed like it would be perfect for like DLC, like to update the players each year instead of having to redo the whole thing and buy it like $60. Like you could probably say that about COD too, but yeah, like that was like it was basically the same thing, and then they'd add like some new feature, and then it'd be like, is this worth it? And it's like,
I think the last Madden I owned before this one was Donovan McNabb was on the cover. So that's a long time ago.
The last football game I had was NCAA football 2003,
Oh,
and we played
dang.
the crap out of
Oh.
that game.
Oh, what was it? The last NCAA one I had, it came with as a 2-disc set. It had the NCAA football and some like top spin tennis that came with my original Xbox. As
used to like tennis
as a
games.
set.
Yeah, tennis games are funner than you'd think they were. Jonathan
they
asking you a
was,
question, JA. He's, if
Yeah, I
Minecraft
didn't
could
understand.
be easy, but can Minecraft could be hard or easy for you, JA?
What I'm not sure if you could maybe rephrase that again, Jonathan, in chat. And while we're waiting for him to rephrase that, you guys playing any other older Call of Duties like MW2 or anybody playing Black Ops 1 since you can play it now on the Xbox One?
I played a little bit last night.
Not me.
How is it, Ocho?
It seemed fine. Like
Running
not any
well?
extra lag or anything, and played smoothly.
Somebody was saying they heard there was input lag on the emulation. You hadn't noticed that or anything?
I didn't notice anything.
Feels good. That's good.
His old man reflexes. So, like, oh.
I
I
haven't
tried to go
played
back and
people-
play it on the 360 and my membership had expired.
Oh, collapse. Mike was asking for a link in chat for that article. Do you still have it pulled up?
I do have it pulled up, but I'm not a mod, so I can't place it. I deleted that old channel, so
How
I'm
are you not-
on
Type
mod
something in
first.
here. We'll make you a mod real quick.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Jeez. Don't forget to donate
know.
to the Patreon account.
You want the link to the NetDuma article, correct?
No, the game, the Rise, or the one that doesn't start with R, that Escape for
Escape from
Red.
Tarkov.
Yeah.
I want the article for that. Got it.
Somebody asked me earlier if I had played Ark, and no, No, I have not. It looks interesting. Love dinosaurs, but I haven't played it.
Yeah. Okay, Jay, if you play Minecraft, can Minecraft be easy or hard? I mean, Minecraft is pretty much an easy game. You can set it though, where there are like no mobs, no bad guys, and you can set it all the way till it's harder in that respect. But overall, it's an easy game. It's more of a sandbox game, just that you can be really creative. If I'm not answering your question, it might. Do you guys think I'm answering that?
Yeah, I mean,
Just
it could be tough. It's about how you play it almost. Like there's difficulty settings.
yeah,
But even if you do have hard mobs on or whatever, it's all about how you play it. You could be careless and get yourself killed a lot, or you could play it really safe and you know stay
yeah. You
underground.
you'll probably die from lava more than anything.
And yeah, I died from lava yesterday or today.
But I mean, both my kids are 8 and 9, and they play it. Don't have any problems playing it and having a lot of fun. And my 62, 63-year-old dad plays it, and he has a lot of fun too. So got the
I'm gonna
whole-
write in Minecraft during the election. It's gonna be like Trump, Hillary, and I'll be like,
Yeah. Well, with 40 million people
Minecraft.
playing it every day,
Minecraft.
Yeah.
that would probably be. All right. Any other questions, guys? Leave in the chat. Let's move on to the next topic. All right. So we want to move into kind of a faith issue. Not really a faith issue, though. We want to talk about some things that kind of this topic kind of changed, but we're going to talk about some things that kind of I don't know, make us mad, or we're wondering what the heck. Debbie, you want to talk about it? You want to take us into
Well,
that?
yeah. So I guess this came out of this incident that you guys saw where the gorilla got. Here, I'll just give the background for people who haven't seen the story. But there was a zoo, and I can't remember where it was, but
Cincinnati,
Cincinnati. Oh, that's right in your neck of the woods then.
Would be Ohio.
Ohio. Great state.
So this, I think it was 3-year-old kid, got into the gorilla enclosure, and the gorilla actually had grabbed the kid, and some people say it looked like the gorilla was trying to protect the kid, and at one point he had the kid by the arm or the leg and was dragging him through water really
Yeah.
quickly. And gorillas they're not. That might be the way they carry their young. I don't know, but they're not really gentle, and humans are kind of fragile. So, the zoo shot the gorilla, killed it. It was tragic, and so people were blaming the mom, blaming the zoo, saying you should have tranquilized. You should have kept a better eye on your kid, whatever. And so, the next day after it happens, I'm just browsing the internet, and I see this ad for an article, and it's like, Harambe was the name of the gorilla that was killed. It's like Harambe the gorilla, the biblical perspective. And I'm like, I'm all for a friendly Jesus juke, where you turn a conversation towards the topic of Jesus or whatever. I'm all for that. It's fun. But this just felt like so blatant and capitalizing on this issue that everybody was talking about, everybody was concerned about, and then trying to force feed a gospel biblical spin on it, where to me it's like, I don't know, I don't even see the point, you know what I mean, and bring in a biblical perspective to that story. I was so mad I didn't even read the article, but now looking back on it, I wish I would have, so I'd have more to rage about. But it was just so annoying, just being like, yo, I don't know if this guy was a pastor or what, or if he was just some Christian blogger that just wanted some extra clicks. I'm just like,
that's part of it. I mean, the SEO.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, us Christians do the same thing as anybody else, and it seems like we gotta always speak to some topics. I don't know. Maybe he's going to talk about something interesting though. I don't know. I wish you would have read that article so we could have found
I'm
out.
trying to go through it in my head. I'm like, what's a biblical perspective on shooting a gorilla who's got a 3-year-old kid, that mom took her eyes off of for,
The
2
only
minutes.
thing that I think he could have talked about would be, because I don't see anything with that, but maybe just going into people's reactions to it. That's the only thing, because people were, oh man, they're mad at the parents, they're mad at, and if you've had a 3-year-old and you try and keep an eye on a 3-year-old, man, it's like they're like Houdini, man. They can get out of there. So all the calls, that kind of made me mad for they're putting petitions up to get these parents thrown in jail, and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could go into Genesis or whatever, and you could talk about man's dominion over animals, and like
Mhm.
that'd be the end of your article. So it'd be like a 20-word thing. But I don't know why you'd
Yeah.
pay for ads to get people to come to your 20-word article. But I don't know. It's just like I saw Steven Crowder. I saw a video he did. I watched it today, and he said he would kill 1,000 gorillas to save one human. And I'm on board with that. Like I would kill the last gorilla to save a 3-year-old kid. You know what I mean? Like they'd be extinct. I'm on board with that. But maybe that's just what it's coming. Maybe that's. I'm trying to give this writer the benefit of the doubt, but it just made me so mad when I saw the headline.
That headline sort of fits with the entire perspective of everything else that we've been doing, though. I mean, the entire, I don't want to say world, but United States, it feels like it's just kind of gone off on these little tangents. Like everybody finds this one little thing that they all want to harp about,
Yeah.
and they just start moving on with it. So why not get the extra clicks, the extra views, the extra reads? Maybe bring them in where they click on another article. I don't just offering another opinion that maybe to get them in there to hear something different.
Yeah. I tell you what, I kind of try to wait a little bit when things come out. Like I always think when something like this comes out, I always think, oh, I should do a video about that. But I always think, man, I need to hold off and actually wait a little bit longer and hear more and so I can get like an educated response to things and everything like that. And then by that time, I usually don't end up doing it. But it seems like if you want to get ahead, like in YouTube or anything, you got to be right on there hitting those SEOs and everything like that. But
You
but
do.
it should.
It's a 24-hour news cycle, man. Like
Yeah.
the news, like a plane disappears, and then they start speculating like instantly. You know, they don't. A lot of times they won't have any facts, and they're like, "Well, there's this, and you know, it's probably terrorism or whatever." And sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But they just got to fill a 24-hour news cycle with something to keep you watching. It's the same like that with these articles and blogs and everything. You got to be first. You
Yeah.
gotta be first on YouTube. You know, you can't be like you can't have it. You can't do an MP40 video like 3 months later.
Yeah.
Nobody will watch it.
That's where I'm at. That brings up an interesting question, though. So, do you guys still use like major United States news places as your news source?
Mm.
Like Fox News, CNN, CBS, NBC, Yahoo. You still use any of those?
I'm all TMZ.
Holy smokes.
JA sent me a link from Perez Hilton the other day.
Oh no. That was the other way around. I couldn't believe it.
Collapse when I get to work. Open up my email, and then I open up like 40 tabs, and I'm going to like, and I just load them all up. It's like, it's Breitbart, it's Drudge, it's freaking Fox News, CNN. I'll go to Polygon and IGN, like on the gaming side of things. But I try to I really try to balance it out because, you know, Drudge will run a story, and Drudge is like very pro-Trump right now. DrudgeReport.com, and so they'll run a story where the headline is like, it shades things in Trump's favor, and then like you go to CNN and it's the same exact story with the same facts inside, but the headline shades it in like a negative light. So yeah, I just try to like cast a wide net and try to collect as many facts as I can and try to ignore
So try to have a wide base of information and try and collect it for yourself.
I do, yeah.
Makes sense. I've started using BBC. Honestly,
Really?
I've tried to go outside the United States and sort of have an outside perspective on it.
Is
I
it
know it's kind of interesting, but
Collapse is anybody else's feed for Collapse a little off?
Yeah, looks like a
You're-
bandwidth issue or something like that.
I'm not sure.
fine.
Sounds kind of AM
Good
radio.
Yes, that's what I'm going for.
I tell you, all the news shows are biased in my opinion, and you just gotta keep that in mind when you're viewing everything.
Yeah.
That they do that. You know, Fox is going to be more conservative biased most of the time. A lot of the other ones are going to be more liberal biased.
Yeah.
And that's not even fair to use just conservative and liberal. You know, I probably shouldn't do that, but I just try and keep that in mind when I'm looking over these things.
I really appreciate sites that are open about which way they lean. Like Drudge is one of those that they're like very pro-Trump, and Breitbart's very pro-Trump, and Huffington Post is very like liberal, progressive, whatever you want to call, and Salon, and some of those places are like just trash. But I appreciate it when they're just open. I'd rather them be open about being biased and presenting these opinions rather than like trying to hide it and then shade it in a particular direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now more than ever, I appreciate transparency from people. Like if you want to be, if you want to sort of stand one way, the news source, whatever you are. This is coming from the military side, where they tend to kind of like keep everything from us.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate the transparency.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now there's some places like Salon is a good example of this. It's very left wing news online website or whatever, but they like Salon and Gawker. They kind of fit in the same place in my mind. But Salon they are like apologetics for pedophiles. Like they ran an article last week that was like kind of profiling this pedophile who says he has urges towards children. It's a horrible thing, but he hasn't acted on them. And they're like lifting him up on this pedestal, like, good job not molesting children. Like, and I think it turns out, well, I don't want to get into those details, but it's just like, what are you pushing? Like, that's a little, it's just too much for me. I don't go anywhere near those places anymore.
Yeah.
All right. Jonathan said, J.A., if you want to die, do you see God when you're dead and ask God to heal people who died in the past and believe in Jesus, God on the cross where Jesus died? You guys catch that? If you want to die...
I think it's like if you die, would you ask God to heal the people who have died in the past?
Heal the people who died in the past?
Yeah, I don't know. I might need more clarification on that.
Yeah, Jonathan, try to get some clarification. I'm not sure about that. So back to this gorilla thing, Tabby, you said that you'd shoot a gorilla, no problem, before, letting this kid die, or the chances of this guy. And I think that's what it had to do. It almost from the video, it looked like the kid was protecting him, but the experts were saying that, you can't really trust a gorilla with a kid, and the way he was dragging him around, that was kind of crazy, just seeing the power.
Yeah.
I had a little monkey that was about this big, and that thing used to be able to slam my friends up against his cage, and it's just amazing how strong they are. I mean, people would come over and he'd grab them, and they'd have trouble getting away from him, and he was that small. And you think about a gorilla who's that big, that's pretty great. And I have scars
I
on
can
my
imagine
body.
he doesn't tell them about them and just walks them past the cage nonchalantly. Wham!
Heck yeah. And I tell you what, another thing about gorillas, man, if you know Jesus Freak, he used to post these horrible
disgusting
videos in GroupMe of these animals like eating other animals alive. And there was this one of this gorilla eating this like baby deer alive, and the deer is just like sitting there, and he's just taking bites out of it, and it was just like, so I have no problem with chewing, but it seems like a lot of the world wants to equate animal life with human life and put them on the same pedestal. And we as Christians, we believe there is a hierarchy, and you guys can disagree with me in here, but we believe there is a hierarchy in that human beings are created in the image of God, and animals don't share that same thing. So we believe that, we are given a dominion over them, and that's why we place an emphasis, or with human life over animal life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tragic. Nobody wanted to see that gorilla get shot.
No.
But what could have happened? That's the scary part, and the thing you gotta think about. But it seems like a lot of people were pretty upset with that. But you guys have any different thoughts? Or
I think even if I know we're in the faith topic, but even if you removed that like biblical basis of the hierarchy, like you just look at a gorilla and look at a 3-year-old who became a man, and like one's going to contribute to the world more than the other one anyway. You know what I mean? Like, so even if you didn't believe one has a soul and one doesn't, and one was created in the image of God and one wasn't, it's kind of like one's going to be more valuable to society than the other one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yeah, even if it's the last gorilla on Earth and there's a 3-year-old in there, it's gonna be the gorilla that has to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Any questions or anything that we're missing here? Okay. Jay, if you want to see God, would you believe in Jesus, God, and the cross in heaven? Man, I am still not exactly sure. Jay, if you want to see God, would you believe in Jesus, God, and the cross in heaven? Anybody getting that?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm Jonathan. I'm really sorry that I'm not understanding this. I tell you what, shoot me a private message, or if you want to rephrase it again. But I'd love to talk to you about that and answer anything. But I'm not exactly sure. Um, there was a person asking about VR in the chat too. Going back to a gaming topic, any of you guys have any experience with virtual reality or any of the new stuff coming out? Are you seeing anything, hearing anything, know any friends with it, and what are they saying about it?
I haven't played
Seen
with
a
any of
video?
the
Seen a
Vive
video?
or any of those.
The best thing to come out of VR so far for me is that I keep talking about this channel on YouTube, Node, and they'll post videos of themselves playing it, and that's pretty entertaining to watch, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people say it's too expensive, too bulky, and it takes up too much space. Like that's a pretty common thing that I keep running across. But you know, it does seem like it's fun, but
Yeah.
I think it's still kinda
Is
early.
there a variety of games at all, or is it just sort of their proprietary stuff currently?
Seems to be a lot to choose from. If you look at that Node channel, they're posting a new game every week almost. It seems like.
Wow.
Okay.
Dang. Jay, do any of your boys believe in Jesus? I think we all believe in Jesus and all have entrusted our lives to Christ. Yeah, taboo, no, no denying it right there. You could probably call us Jesus freaks, but yeah, Christ has changed my life, man. I'm 100% all about that and telling other people about Jesus Christ, and that's really why we're doing Sacred Gaming. You know, we want to share our faith with other people and um, tell about the difference that Christ has made in our lives. You guys disagree, agree?
100% agree.
Right on.
Definitely agree.
All right, cool. Any other questions that we're missing in here or anything?
They've been going by pretty fast. I think I've
Okay,
caught all of them.
let me talk about this. All right, put the rant screen on here, Taboo. We got a rant screen. No, I'm just kidding. But Taboo posted a picture or a comment in the group me, and we were talking about this. But I went and saw X-Men Apocalypse, and if you guys have seen this movie, let me know what you thought about it in the chat. But apparently, there was a promotional billboard which showed Apocalypse choking Mystique. Yeah, or they call her Raven, or something like that. Yeah, and so I guess there was some social warriors. What do they call those people? Tabby calls them
Keyboard warriors.
Social justice.
Yeah,
warriors.
social justice warriors, keyboard warriors that went nuts and were saying, you know, all about the violence on women. And I'm just so tired of our society today. It's getting nuts. I mean, you can't do anything without offending somebody. Hello, America. Grow some thick skin, you know, get over it. It's the bad guy. He's the bad guy in the movie and he's choking somebody. That's what bad guys do. All right. It's not like the movie is promoting it. You know, quit being so dang offended by it.
Sensitive.
I don't know, it's just driving me absolutely nuts. I don't know if I know you know about that, Taboo, because you're the one who showed me the article. But I'm just getting tired of it. Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ran over. I'm sorry, but
It's like we're looking for things to be offended
back to the
by.
movie. I
Yes.
really wanted to
Yes.
like this, and I really didn't. Wasn't the greatest X-Men movie. I don't know. I feel like I have too high of a standard though for X-Men movies, and it's just kind of let me down. Apocalypse is like my favorite character in the whole X-Men universe, and this guy looked like a little chicken nugget walking around or
A
something like
chicken
that.
nugget.
I don't know. Just he seemed short. He seemed just squatty and not very powerful. And I don't know. I was just kind of really bummed about the movie. But I tell you what, I think Creamy saw it and he loved it. He said it was better than Captain America. That movie, I would definitely not say that. But I don't know.
Nobody
If you
believes
guys,
Creamy.
yeah, if you guys want to know, or if you guys seen the movie, tell me how you would rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. I give it like a 6. I don't know.
I think Creamy was paid by the studio.
Yeah.
Over 50%.
The free tickets.
All right. Did I miss anything?
Are your kids going to see Finding Dory?
Yeah, they're pretty pumped about that. I'm not pumped about going to see that.
There was
I-
there's some speculation that there's going to be like a lesbian couple in that movie,
Oh no.
which I
and-
think might be where that question came from.
Okay. Yeah, if that's in there, I'm not for sheltering my kids, but I'm also not for shoving that stuff down my kids' throats so that they I don't know. I heard the same thing about the next Frozen movie, that they were going to make Elsa have a bride.
Yeah, they were
Elsa.
trying. There's a Twitter campaign, give Elsa a girlfriend. And
Yes.
there was another one recently, give Captain America a boyfriend.
Ugh, if they give Captain America a boyfriend, man, there's gonna be heck to pay. No way.
Isn't the
Captain
new
America's my dude,
Spider-Man-
man.
What are you
Something
talking?
like that
Spider-Man's
with the
always been
Spider-Man?
gay. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So let me ask you guys that. Do you have a problem with that? Because all right, here's the thing: there are gay people in the world, so why not portray them in shows? So that's kind of one side that I'm thinking. But the other side, it's almost like everything's being forced on me. Like I need to accept it and say that it's okay, and I don't like that respect of it. What do you guys think?
It's no longer good enough anymore just to have it there. It has to be in every single one. That's the problem with it. That's the problem I see with it. Like, yes, it's the world we live in today. Do I agree with it? No. But it doesn't have to be forced on me at every single turn. And if, the point comes where I have kids and I want to take them to see something, I don't want to have to sit there, and explain that to them again. And then, no, that's not right. No, it shouldn't have to be. Just things like that. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I think for me, there's a couple of aspects. There's one, I want to have conversations with my kids about gender and sexuality, like on my terms. I don't want those conversations to be like premature or forced, or have my hand forced by like a movie or a TV show or something like that. And then the other aspect is like Clap's kind of on the same idea of it being like the issues being forced almost down your throat. It's like I already feel like that population is overrepresented in movies and TV now, because it's a very common issue to bring up and to push, and I don't fault any creator for doing that, but I just feel like it is overrepresented, and it's just like, it's not offensive to me, it's just kind of tired to me. Like I can go watch a show now, Nashville, there's a major homosexual like storyline going on, and it's not that there's a homosexual storyline that bugs me, it's that the opposing lifestyle view on the show is portrayed in such a negative light. Like it's this crazy like Fox News caricature woman kind of just like hating on gay people because they're gay, like, and that's just a misrepresentation of what a lot of people who disagree with the homosexual lifestyle are about. We're not like that. Like I'm like any other lifestyle that the Bible defines as sin, we don't act like that. We just recognize it as what it is and keep living life. But that's not what it's like on these shows. Anybody has a differing opinion on the homosexual or transgender thing, it's just
you hate
portrayed,
people.
As a
You're a bigot. You're
caricature.
hate people. Yeah. I don't know. Hollywood seems to be there's a strong place in Hollywood that seems to want to promote this and everything else, and I don't know. You don't see seems like big swing.
I think it's probably more common among the people that are making these movies and doing art. It's like I remember I was a music major in college, and so like there were a lot of gay people in the music school, and like that's kind of where I guess if you're making movies and doing musicals and stuff like that, a lot of those people are going to be the ones that are making the movies, writing the scripts, and I think it's they feel like they're finally getting representation, whereas before, like they wouldn't have even had to roll, or they would have had to play something that was against what they believe, which is one issue I guess they might see. But it does seem like maybe people that have the authority to make these movies and
Yeah.
bringing them in, that those are the people that are bringing these into the scripts and the stories now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
I think and I don't know what's next. Tebby, you mentioned pedophilia. I'm wondering how far. I don't think they'll show anything positive with pedophilia to begin with, but I imagine they'll start joking around about
They
it.
will. I think it was a great disciple of myself for having a discussion about what's next. It's kind of like the gay lifestyle's been established and kind of accepted widely, and then the transgender thing is happening now, and then the next one he was thinking pedophilia. I was thinking incest. I think there'll be more incest apologetics out there, and then if gender is a social construct, and you can be born with male biology but a female brain, then age is going to be very soon viewed as a social construct, and the argument will be made that you can be 13 in solar years, but you might be 30 years old as
Huh.
when it comes to maturity. Like, if gender can be a social construct, then so can age. So it'll be here.
Yeah.
You see all those articles on Facebook about like the teenager or the teachers that are molested. Like you're
That
seeing
was
a
in
lot
your
more
neck of the
boys.
woods.
Yeah, it was.
Houston, I think.
Yeah,
The middle school teacher with the 13-year-old boy. Did you guys see that?
yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
That's
8th
crazy.
grade, I think.
Crazy.
But she's getting in trouble. But it'll be a situation like that where they think they're in love, and some media outlets will pick it up and we'll frame it in a very positive and apologetic light and make them sympathetic, and they'll be victims of the age construct, the age social
Yeah.
construct. I mean, it sounds so ridiculous to say it. I know, like, even coming out of my mouth right now, but I even feel like 5 years is too long. It might be 2 years. You'll see this in the
Totally
mainstream.
wouldn't doubt it. All right. Cool.
Which may depend on who the president is.
Oh,
It does change the culture, doesn't it?
interesting. All right. Do you guys got any other questions or anything that we missed? If you guys are hearing this, post them in the chats real quick because we are getting ready to wrap up. Just to answer your question, too, somebody was asking about the podcast. Our goal is to do it every night or every Sunday night. Excuse me. Wow.
Oh boy.
But it does not always work out. Hence, we were gone the last 2 Sundays. We are not going to be doing it next Sunday because I'm gone, Taboo's gone. But the following Sunday, I'll be back, and we're planning on doing it then. So, oh, shoot, is that Father's Day? Are you guys up for doing it on Father's Day?
If I'm here, I'll have to let you know.
All right. We'll try to let you guys know about it. But that's all I got. Yeah, we do think there will be an NFL, Madden NFL game. I think that's a way for them to make
Absolutely.
money, and going to be good income revenue stream. So I don't see them.
Yay. They're not going to hold back on that money.
Yeah. But hey, just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's in the chat. Tabby Lexicon, thank you for all the behind the scene things that you do.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Claps, thanks for being on the show, my man. And
Appreciate
for
it.
serving our country, man. Claps is in the military, serves
Thank you.
every day, sir. Thank you so much. Did you get a pet peeve? I can't answer this, but I always get a pet peeve with people who don't understand Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Get them mixed up, but I'm sure you did. But Ocho too, thanks, sir, for being on the show. It's good to have you back. I hope you have a good time on vacation. Probably should have told us about that. But thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you check out sacredgaming.com, and we'll see you in a couple weeks, hopefully. As always, though, take care, and God bless.
Billy beat you to it.
I want to know you for who you are. So let me look deep inside your heart to know your suffering and your shame. being gained just to know